Welcome back to Tiny Track Cars. Today, it's all about the sprint. 8 drivers, 8 races, 1 winner. No points, no bracket, just pure race-to-race survival. Qualifying is complete, and here's how they'll line up on the grid. Every position matters because where you finish is where you start the next race. Let's get into race 1. The drivers are staged at the starting grid. Verstappen in the pole position. Lights out, and away we go for race number 1. Russell surges ahead, but here comes Verstappen in the pole position, plowing right back into first place. Lando Norris right on Verstappen's tail, giving him a little bit of a nudge there. Russell trying to make a move on the inside. Whoa, but it's Carlos Sainz making a move all the way down into second place, cutting off Lando Norris as they go down to the final strip. Across the finish line they go. It's Verstappen, Sainz, Norris, Russell, Behrman, Gasly, Hulkenberg, and Liam Lawson crashing on the final stretch and coming up in last place. There we look at the standings. Carlos Sainz advances 2 positions, putting himself in second place. George Russell drops down 2 from second into 4th place. Pierre Gasly moves up from 8th place to 6th place, advancing quite nicely there. And Liam Lawson, as we see at the end of this replay, he crashes out, flips over, and he will be starting race number 2 from the back of the grid. Again, this, folks, is a sprint. There is no points. You have to advance in each round to move to the front of the pack. And then race number 8, lap number 8, it is a sprint to the finish to claim the podium. Who will be out in top? Who will come out in top in this F1 sprint right here at the Tiny Track Cars Open Circuit? The tension is already building. Who are you rooting for? Which one of these 8 drivers do you want to see take the championship? Is it the crowd favorite Max Verstappen, who is out front in first place right now? Or Carlos Sainz, who is making great moves there on Verstappen? And who knows, Lando Norris not out of the equation yet. These cars will head back to the starting grid for race number 2. All drivers have taken the necessary pit stops and repaired their vehicles as best as they can. They will head right back up to the starting grid in the order they finished race number 1. 8 cars on the grid, lights out, and away we go for race number 2. Watch the front of the pack. There is Sainz surges ahead, trying to make a move on Verstappen, but it's still Verstappen out in front, leading the pack. Over the jump they go. Sainz takes the inside. What a great move there by Sainz. And it looks like George Russell slides into second place. George Russell makes a move on Max Verstappen, moving himself into second place and improving his position. Sainz is backwards. Here comes Russell. Russell spins around, crashes out, but is able to get across the finish line. What an amazing finish there, folks. That came down to the last little bit. We're going to have to show you a freeze frame at that finish line. We slow this down for you. Watch this jump right here. Carlos Sainz passes in the air. Lando Norris gets passed by George Russell as he slides into 3rd place. And then we watch George Russell make the move on the inside of Max Verstappen right here. Does a little dive bomb, may have got a little body damage, maybe a penalty, but rubbing is racing, as they say, and this is DIECAST Racing, so you can do it all you want. There's George Russell flying off the track, is able to hold on to it and get himself back across the track, and it looks like he does improve 2 places and puts himself in second place right behind Carlos Sainz. Let's take a look at that again. We freeze frame it there. It was Carlos Sainz in first, George Russell in second, and Max Verstappen literally 1/100th of a second, 1,000th of a second, maybe even closer. We don't have a timer on this darn track. But it was close, folks, as you saw those 3 cars, 1, 2, 3, sliding right across the finish line. We're going to, again, repair those cars, get any necessary repairs done. Fresh tires out there for race number 3, and they're back at the starting grid. It is Carlos Sainz in the pole position, and George Russell to his right. They do the switcheroo, and that's why the pole position's on the outside, folks, because right there you see the pole position inside Carlos Sainz. But it is George Russell surging ahead. Lando Norris trying to put the pressure on. But oh my gosh, where did Liam Lawson come from? Lawson all the way in second place. Lawson crashed out in race number 1. Now Lawson across the finish line. He moves himself up to first place. Oh my gosh, folks, what an action-packed race there. Liam Lawson, let's watch him right there in the Red Bull Racing, the Racing Bulls car. Liam Lawson moves up 5 places. Also, Nico Hulkenberg, look at him back there. He's not even anywhere near the pack, but he manages to move up 5 places. As right here, The outside lane there slows down a little bit. Let's watch Liam Lawson and Hulkenberg slide right to the inside. They are now in positions 3 and 4. Wow, what a great move there. Then we see Lando Norris slow down there. We're going to watch that for you one more time as they slide in there. George Russell over the jump he goes. Here comes Liam Lawson. George Russell off the track. That means Russell will start from the back next race, as he did not finish this lap number 3. What a great move there by Liam Lawson, moving up 5 positions into spot number 2. Lando Norris advances 2 positions, and Nico Hulkenberg also does the same with 5 positions forward. It's Carlos Sainz who falls back 4 positions, and George Russell that falls back 6 positions all the way back to 8th place. It's not looking good for Team Mercedes-Benz. They're going to have a lot of work to do if they want to put the podium on the board. Some great racing action there already as we head into race number 4. Someone we haven't seen much action from is Ollie Behrman there in the Haas car. We'll see if he can pass any cars and put some points on the board here. Not looking so good for him. But Liam Lawson is leading the pack. What a great move there by Liam Lawson. Lando Norris trying to keep up with all his might, but Lawson's putting gaps and seconds between him and the rest of the pack. Over the jump they go. It's Lawson, Norris, Verstappen, and I didn't see the rest of the people crossing the finish line. We'll have to take a look at that slow motion there. It looks like Lawson is in for first. Max Verstappen does improve his position 1 spot as he moves up. Ollie Behrman does move up 2 spots into 4th place. There you go, Team Haas. Looking good out there. Hulkenberg drops back 2 spots. Pierre Gasly moves up 1. Carlos Sainz falls back again. And George Russell sitting there in 8th place, not looking the best. But there's still more racing to go. We're only 4 races in and 4 to go. Congratulations, Liam Lawson, for holding that first place and being out front at the halfway mark. We did not expect Liam Lawson to be out there for the Team Racing Bulls. We see Lando Norris and Team McLaren in the 2nd place position. We know that Lando Norris is always a competitor, always fierce, and he is the championship leader currently. Hopefully he can hold on to this after this F1 sprint at the Tiny Track Cars Open Circuit. We're going to head back up to the top for race number 5, but first, I didn't even see George Russell flying off the track for the 2nd time, holding down that 8th place position. Let's see if he can make some moves. I like George Russell. I'd like to see him at least take the top 4 in this race. Lights out and away we go for race number 5. It is Liam Lawson in the pole position. Watch this as they do the switcheroo in that beautiful Spoolheads crossover section. Liam Lawson still out in front, holding the lead. Lando Norris right behind Ollie, bringing up 3rd place, looking extra good. Where did Ollie come from? Lando Norris does a little pit maneuver on Liam Lawson and takes 1st place away from him. Wow, what a move there. Lawson was able to hold on to 2nd place despite traveling in reverse. Man, what some great action we have there. Ollie moves up into 3rd place, up 1 position. Pierre Gasly in the car that we don't see very often, the Alpine car, moving up 2 spots into 4th. Max Verstappen falling back 2 spots into 5th. Not looking so good for Team Red Bull there. Hulkenberg holding mid-pack, which is pretty standard for him. He's a solid driver. He's been around for a long time. I hope we see that car and Kick Sauber move towards the podium here in the next couple races. Carlos Sainz, another favorite of mine, moving back for Williams Racing. He's in 7th place, and George Russell bringing up the rear again. We're going to head into race number 6. Only 3 races to go right here at the open track sprint. Let me know, do you like this racing format? 8 cars on the track. You start the next race where you finish. Let me know in the comments if you like this race format and want to see more sprint action like this, both on the Big O and on the open circuit. I should have said it like this. Both on the Tiny Track Cars Open Circuit and also on the Big O, because you haven't seen a Formula 1 sprint on the Big O yet. Big O is currently under construction. It is getting changed into night mode and some extra things added around the track. You should be seeing that very soon. 3 laps to go. They're out of there again. Lando Norris taking the pole position and pulling himself away from the pack. Lawson's going to slide right in a second. Oh, and it's Pierre Gasly sliding on the inside of Ollie Behrman. Wow, what a move there by Pierre Gasly, putting himself in podium potential position. PPP, podium potential position. Down across the finish line, it's still George Russell bringing up the 4th × 2 place. Last place, 8th place. George Russell not moving anywhere. Pierre Gasly does improve his position 1 spot right there. Hulkenberg does move up 1 spot as well. Keep an eye on those two mid-pack making a move there on the inside with Liam Lawson and Oliver Pierre Gasly. Let me know, folks, do you like the drivers we picked in this tournament, or would you like to see their teammates race? Sometimes it's just random here, folks. I love Oscar Piastri, but we chose Lando Norris for this one. Liam Lawson for Team Racing Bulls, Pierre Gasly, Ollie Behrman, Nico Hulkenberg for Kick Sauber, Max Verstappen leaving out Yuki Tsunoda for this one, but who knows? Maybe we'll get Yuki in the next one. Max Verstappen's driving a lot like Yuki Tsunoda right now, holding down the 6th position. Carlos Sainz in there. He is a great driver, pretty consistent across the board. And George Russell bringing up the rear, but who knows? Maybe we'll throw the Kimi, the rookie Kimi in there. Kimi Antonelli in there as well for the next Tiny Track Cars Sprint event. Or maybe we'll alternate back and forth from track to track, and this could be a full season. If you guys want to see a Formula One dedicated season here at Tiny Track Cars where these cars race and add up consecutive points, and it can be just a whole series in itself. Maybe a complete separate DIECAST Racing channel by Tiny Track Cars dedicated to Formula One racing. Would you like to see that? Let me know in the comments. Okay, back to the racing. Liam Lawson. Wow, is Liam Lawson going to win this thing? With only 1 more race to go, he is in the pole position. He takes race number 1 as they enter the final race of the Tiny Track Cars F1 Sprint. Liam Lawson out front. Ollie Behrman moves up into the 2nd place position, pushing Lando Norris down into 3rd. Pierre Gasly down into 4th. Hulkenberg, Verstappen, Sainz, and Russell stay in the exact same position that they started in. No improvement, no deprovement, what's the opposite of improvement? Decline? Deprovement? Deprovement is not a word, you ding dong. All right, there's only 1 race to go, and Liam Lawson for Team Racing Bulls is not someone you see in the front of the pack, but he will start in the pole position on the last and final race here at the Tiny Track Cars Open Circuit F1 Sprint. Who in this last race is going to surge to the finish and become victorious? Who's going to take the podium? George Russell in the back still. Could he make a move all the way from 8th to 3rd? We've seen crazier here in the open circuit. Anything can happen. DNFs, crashes, spin-outs. This is Formula One. This is race number 8. The lights are counting down, and then they're out, and away we go. Here we go, folks. It's Ollie Behrman out in front with Liam Lawson. Lawson out in front, pulling ahead. Lando Norris right in his tail. Is Lando going to let Lawson get ahead? Here comes Ollie Behrman and Pierre Gasly in the side. Oh my gosh, Lawson is still leading the pack. Behrman takes a dive bomb on the McLaren. Over the finish line they go. Liam Lawson wins it, and a fast finish right at the finish. Holy cannoli. What a bunch of stuff to unpack there, folks. But I will say right now, congratulations to Liam Lawson. He was able to hold out that 1st place position, hold off Lando Norris, who moved from 3rd into 2nd and really wanted to pass. But the real move here was by Ollie Behrman right here, or Pierre Gasly and Ollie Behrman trying to make their way to the podium, so fiercely trying to make their way to the podium. Right here, Ollie Behrman tries to cut inside of Lando Norris, gets spun out. Dang, he almost held the podium. All he had to do was close the finish door and go across the finish line. If he spins out, doesn't make it across the finish line until he gets passed by both Pierre Gasly and Nico Hulkenberg right at the finish line. Ollie Behrman blows it and takes the Team Haas car down into the 5th position. We take that to the finish line cam. We watch that action even closer. Watch Ollie Behrman right here on his roof. Gasly jumps over him and finishes, and Hulkenberg finishes as well. Verstappen, Sainz, and George Russell brings up the back of the pack. That wraps up the F1 Sprint right here at the open circuit. Let me know if you've liked this race format. Congratulations to Liam Lawson. Thank you so much for watching our videos. If you've liked these videos and want to watch more videos at Tiny Track Cars, there's going to be a box that pops up right in the middle of your screen. Please click that box, watch some more content, subscribe if you like, share this with your friend, tell your grandma about it. She might like it as well if she likes Formula One. But thank you. Until next time, stay tuned, stay passionate, and get ready for more exciting moments right here at Tiny Track Cars.